Bowen says he and Shane Gillis bonded over being used during Saturday Night Live scandal. Contrary to what some conservative comedy fans may believe, Bowen has never gotten a fellow Saturday Night Live cast member fired, no matter what slurs they used or how many times they would go on to host the show. Next Friday, Saturday Night Live will celebrate the 6-year anniversary of the day on which 3:30 Rock legends made it onto the show's cast. Young, Chloe Fineman and Shane Gillis. Then on the following Tuesday, Lorne Michaels will mourn the 6-year anniversary of the day. He caved into pressure from NBC and fired Gillis, whose past use of homophobic and anti-Asian slurs on his comedy podcast had resurfaced following the casting announcement and whipped up a social media firestorm. Today, Gillis is one of the most popular stand-up comedians in the world, and Young, whose status as the first ever Chinese-American Saturday Night Live cast member made him an unwillingly central figure in the Gillis scandal, couldn't be happier for his shortest-tenured former co-star. During a recent appearance on WTF with Mark Maron, Young described the mutual respect that he and Gillis share, revealing that they have since grown close due to how they each were assigned a side in the endless and destructive comedy culture war at a time that should have been the most joyous moment of their respective careers. Young has long maintained that, despite what social media may say about his relationship with Gillis, there is not, nor has there ever been, any bad blood between the two of them. Young called the two-time SNL host and Joe Rogan-adjacent comedy giant a funny guy, insisting that his sort of colleague isn't some kind of anti-woke, punch-down comedy figurehead any more than Young is the chief of the PC police. Both of us have had to navigate being used, Young said of how he and Gillis navigated the dangerous terrain of the 2019 SNL hiring scandal. I think there was like a recruitment going on either side of like, if you like this guy, then this is what you stand for, and if you like this guy, then this is what you stand for. And I think both of us are probably a little more dimensional than that. As Young explained in a New Yorker profile last year, he was one of the last people to find out about the firestorm engulfing both him and Gillis, learning about it in a series of frantic texts from his agent. Both Michaels and Gillis called Young in the following hours, and Young says that Gillis was profusely apologetic in their brief, amicable talk. I ended the call by saying, "I guess I'll just see you at work," Young said of his conversation with his wouldn't-be cast mate. He laughed and said, "Sure," and hung up. Then they announced that he was fired. Unfortunately for both Young and Gillis, and despite the complete lack of personal animosity between them, the two comedians were on opposite sides of a culture war issue in which comedy fans ascribed the role of the hypersensitive woke skull to Young while painting Gillis as a Rob Schneider level, you can't say anything anymore right-wing hack. Even today, with the SNL scandal so far in the rearview mirror of Gillis' meteoric rise, some of his fans are still mad at Young for supposedly kicking Gillis off of the show on which he would have been a terrible fit, judging by his two hosting stints. Meanwhile, Fineman is about to celebrate 6 years of nobody asking her a goddamn thing about Gillis. She and Young should split a cake.